Hi, my name is Akasha Johnston, and I'm here to talk about my dad, Jeremiah, but we just called him Miah.
To start out with, I think it'd be easier to get to know him if we knew what you know about your dad's early life before he had you.
Well, all I know is that he and my mom knew each other from an early age. He didn't finish high school, I don't think, and I think he just worked small part-time jobs just because he didn't have that expertise with like a high school diploma.
As the best you can, give us like a description of what you remember your dad looking like.
He had like a white dude afro. He had like a really big curly dark afro. I remember it mostly like he would have it short because I think he was embarrassed by it. But I just remember he was like just like this gangly kind of dude. Like he wasn't very tall. He was really short. He was just really skinny.
And what do you remember like fondly doing with him as a child?
I remember I used to play a lot of video games with him when I was a child. I think the game was probably Tekken because I remember it being a fighting game. He would play that with me a lot, and my mom would get really mad because it's really violent. I also remember one really good memory where he would always take us to the gas station, and I used to call it the candy store because all we would do there is he would just go and get us candy. And I really, really liked chocolate, but I always wanted to get something bigger than my sister. So I would just always get like a 10-foot roll of gum, even though I didn't even want the gum.
Could you tell us about your dad's final days?
I wasn't there because my mother had just taken us. She had moved us and divorced from my dad just because he was having problems with drugs and he was developing schizophrenia from it. So she moved us to Maine so we would be safer. The next year, I believe, in July, like a little bit before his birthday, he was murdered in a triple murder because of his drug dealings, and there wasn't a lot of information out about it at the time, and I didn't even know that's what happened at the time.
Can you talk to us about how it's affected you and how so far on in life you've moved on from it and how you want to remember him by?
Well, I was old enough at the time where like it affected me. I remember I was really, really sad. And I think as a child, I was about 8 years old, I was just very solitary and upset at the time. But I just learned to live with it. And I don't remember a lot of those bad memories about my father. I just remember him being a good dad. And I remember him in like the books I read because all the books that I like, he used to like. And I just know that he was much more of a complex person than what they say in the newspapers, and that he loved me and my sister very much. I'm just kind of dealing with it in the way that I'm just trying to honor his memory and hope that in the end he was at least feeling a little bit better than I knew he was around that time.